Welcome to QPAC Live, a program of the Queensborough Performing Arts Center located on the campus of Queensborough Community College in Queens, New York. We are so happy to have you here with us tonight to kick off another weekend. We come to you live every week with programs that are unique and exciting to celebrate the arts. And tonight is no exception. Now, you know what really makes this fun? Well, this is interactive. So if you'd like to comment or you'd like to ask us a question, well, that's easy to do. All you have to do is just type in your questions below the broadcast as you're watching, and we're going to be able to answer. So we look forward to having that exchange in just a little while. But first, a few announcements before we bring on one of our favorite performers who is back by popular demand. Now, tomorrow is going to be a very big day. In the morning, we have Gotta Dance. Gotta Dance is a fabulous program for adults. This is a great way to get in shape and to make some new friends and to celebrate Broadway. It's only $5. You can still register by going to our website, www.visitqpac. That's QPAC.org. And well, you're going to have a blast. Now, we were only supposed to have 3 of these sessions. We had the first one last week, and it was so exceptional that the folks who participated asked if we would have one again this week. So we said yes. So tomorrow on the 18th at 11 a.m., we will be having another Gotta Dance workshop. We'd love you to join us. All levels are welcome. Then tomorrow night, we have Drag in the Holly. Drag in the Holly is a fabulous holiday extravaganza, and it features so many of the fabulous drag artists out today, like Alexis Michelle, Juju B, Peppermint, and so many others. This is a free event, but if you make a donation and you use the code word QPAC, QPAC, then we get that donation. So in order to watch this program, you're going to go to Eventbrite. That is how you're going to register at Eventbrite, and you're going to use the code QPAC, QPAC. And then, now that's just tomorrow. If that weren't enough, then on Tuesday, we are back with Name That Tune with our favorite host, DJ Bucciarelli. And well, of course, on Tuesday, it's the holiday edition. Now, those of you that joined us last week for our TV and movie theme, we had a blast. Remember, this is a virtual game show, but the prizes are real. You get a score sheet, you put your answers in the score sheet, you submit them, and then we have a winner, and the winner wins an Amazon gift card. It is so much fun. This week, the holiday edition on Tuesday, the 22nd at 7 p.m. Please join us. Now there's more. There's more. On New Year's Day, for the first time ever, QPAC Live will be presenting a virtual-a-thon. A virtual-a-thon. Can you imagine? We're doing it. So what does this mean for you? Well, lots of in fact, many of the guests that have appeared on QPAC Live since March. Now imagine that. There are a lot of guests that have appeared on this program since March. They will be making an appearance on New Year's Day. We expect that you'll be around. We're probably not going to be doing too much partying with friends and family, but we are here for you. We hope that you will be here for us. It's going to be great fun. Some of the guests from our past shows will be there to wish you a happy new year and sing something. So they'll be singing, there'll be comedy, there'll be storytelling. We're going to have so much fun. We hope you're going to join us. It's kind of anything can happen and probably will. And so we're all going to be at the edge of our seats, but we're going to have a good time. So join us on New Year's Day at 7 p.m. and there'll be lots of surprises. We know you'll be happy that you stopped in. So now, without further ado, he's back by popular demand. You couldn't get enough of him, and neither could we. So please help me welcome back Broadway dynamo, Charl Brown. Come on in, Charl.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy
Hey,
holidays.
happy holidays. You look terrific. How are
Well,
you doing?
I'm holding up all things considered. I'm still here in my apartment in Harlem, hanging in here and quarantining and doing all the things I can to stay safe and healthy and warm.
That's right. And I must tell you that your apartment looks so beautiful and
Thank
festive.
you.
We're so happy you're giving us a glimpse into the real Charl Brown.
Yeah, normally this weekend is when I would be flying home to be with my family in California. So we decided to go extra Christmas this year since we're going to be stuck here in this apartment the whole time. So all the decorations are out this year because it's going to be a really festive year since we're going to be here 24/7. Normally I'd be touring and then, I'd leave for the last couple of weeks of the year, but not this year. So
Well, I just, you mentioned touring. You might not be able to tour, but the Doo-Wop Project, which you are, of course, an original member of,
yes.
um, did a fabulous holiday
Oh,
virtual program.
good.
I watched it. I was
Thank you.
glued to the computer. I watched every dance move and I listened to every harmony. And, I said this last time and I mean it. For the first 5 minutes, you sort of have to get yourself acclimated.
Right, right.
And then it really feels like we're there with you. And it really filled my heart up with joy. It was such a wonderful program.
Thank you, Susan. That's so sweet. It's a labor of love. These virtual concerts, especially in this time of COVID, where we all had to be tested the day of the show. We all had, we all tried to quarantine before then. We didn't do any extra things, and then just all the moving parts, the band and the set. We had to trim the tree over there on the set, and Dominic Nolfley and I put up all the decorations that you saw, and the bows on the mics and all the extra stuff. Russell helped with the bows as well. So it's literally like I felt like it was a college project at one point.
Well, let me ask you a question because you guys had a fun
Yeah.
thing where you kept opening gifts and
Oh yeah,
the person who
Yankee
opened
swap. Uh-huh.
what is it called?
Yankee swap or white elephant or dirty Santa. We couldn't decide which one to call it, but
Oh
it
my
has all
goodness.
those names.
So who ended up with the wine? Champagne.
The truth of the matter is we all shared it afterwards.
Okay.
That was sort of the plan all along.
Because that was really fun. I went, what are they going to open next? And Charles, before you get started, tell me what did what do the holidays look like for you growing up at home?
Well, the holidays for me growing up at home, first of all, it was my parents always who are watching, I'm sure. Hi, mom and dad. I love you guys. They always made it extra special for me. I mean, I always looked out for the present from Santa because that was always something that I loved. But we'd wake up in the morning, just me and my mom and my dad in the house, and I'd open up all the presents. I was spoiled, I will admit, here on live on Facebook and YouTube. But then I'd call my cousins, James and Elisa, who might be watching right now. We like talk about what we got, and then we'd all go over to my grandmother's house, and like me and my all my immediate my mother's side of the family, all of her immediate family and their kids who are my age, and the cousins and my grandparents, we'd all sit around a table at my grandparents' house and have a wonderful, delicious meal that my mother and my grandmother cooked up a storm in.
Mm.
And we would just sit and laugh and then maybe take a nap and then eat some more. And then we would go to my other grandmother's house, my dad's mom, and we'd eat again. So it was definitely a day full. And then sometimes we stopped by our cousin's house after that. So it's a whole day of celebration and fun. And in San Diego, California, you can kind of bounce around pretty easily without having to worry about the elements. So, we would do our best to see as many people as we could and celebrate. It was a good time.
Well, I am so glad that we could bring you to friends and family all over the world, actually. That's
Yeah.
one thing that being virtual allows us to do. So, without further ado, now we're going to have a lot more questions for you when
Okay.
we return, and so will our friends and family and viewers. I understand I may have made, just before we get started, I just want to do a little correction. We were talking about some programs coming up, and I think I may have said that December 18th was for Gotta Dance, but that's actually tomorrow, December 19th. So tomorrow we've got Gotta Dance in the morning, and then we've got Drag Out the Holly in the evening. But right now we've got Charl Brown.
All
Charl,
right.
take it away.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. Oh yeah. We're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as we look around, your eyes outshine the stars they do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright on my TV. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Wash your hands, y'all. Yeah. This Christmas. Yeah, thank you, Rosemary. The fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night. And this Christmas, it will be a very special Christmas for me. Wash your hands, y'all. Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night. And this Christmas, it will be a very special Christmas for me. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Whoa, wash your hands. Visit your brother, wish him a Merry Christmas via Zoom, yeah. Oh yeah. Merry Christmas. Thank you to my niece Deidre. I see you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as everyone here who's watching might know, and for some of you who are just tuning in for the first time, have never seen me perform before, I had the wonderful and distinct pleasure of playing the one and only living legend, Mr. Smokey Robinson, on Broadway in Motown the musical. Now, Smokey and I had this really funny rapport. Whenever he would come to the show, I got to actually reprise my role on the West End in London, and he even came to that opening as well. So he came quite a few times, and whenever he would come after the show, he'd wait for me backstage, and he'd see me come from my dressing room and put on his big smoky smile and open his arms and say, "Hey, me." And that was our thing, and that was amazing. So I couldn't have a holiday special without including a little Motown. I grew up listening to the Motown holiday album and also Smokey Robinson and the Miracles holiday album. So here's one by Smokey and the Miracles. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Yeah. Just give me one sec. All right. Dashing through the snow, yeah, on a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing those sleigh songs tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. I said, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Whoa, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. We got into a drifting bank and we became upside. But the bells on the bells rang, still making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, and jingle bells, and jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, 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 jingle bells, and jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. One more time, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this next song I'm going to do for you guys, I want to dedicate to all my friends and family at home. Normally I would go home to San Diego for the holidays in California, but I'm not going to be able to do it this year. So, I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. They won't mean a thing 'cause you're not here with me yet. When those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue, old memories start calling. Look, I'll be doing all right with my Christmas of white, but I have a blue Christmas. Take it away, Susan. Yeah. And when those blue snowflakes start to fall in, oh, that's when those memories start calling. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing all right, don't you worry, with my winter of white. Oh, but I'll have a blue, oh, Christmas. Let me tell it to you one more time, Aunt Trisha, I see you. I said I'll have a blue Christmas. Oh yeah. All right. Boy, am I going to miss San Diego, California this year, and all my friends out west. I love you all. So, the next song I'm going to do for you guys, I want to talk about just for a second. Excuse me. So, listen, speaking of California, I went to the San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts. Shout out to everybody at from SCPA who might be watching here tonight. And I bring that up because that school was a performing arts magnet school. It was a public school, but in the 1990s, it was a public school that they created based on voluntary integration. And that's so important. And I bring that up because we, as students, got to learn about so many different cultures, so many different religions. I think we had about 30 something nationalities. We had kids coming around from all over San Diego County to attend school there. And it's really a melting pot and a true representation of the America that we all actually live in. And at times like this, I think we could take the moment to celebrate each other and our diversity and our differences and our cultures and our religions. And so I just want to wish, I know I'm a little bit late. I kind of read my calendar wrong, but I want to wish a very happy Hanukkah, not Chanukah, Hanukkah, to all of my Jewish friends out there. This is a song that was taught to us by our choir teacher at the San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts, Miss Gail McKinney. And this song has stuck with me ever since high school. I started singing this song in the 9th grade, and we sang it every holiday season. I'm going to sing it for you a cappella because it's a little obscure, and I couldn't find the background tracks to go with it, but hopefully you'll enjoy it either way, all right? I remember Mama lighting the menorah, then covering her head, she'd start to pray. When Papa finished reading from the Torah, Mama, smiling down on me, would say, "May your days and nights be a feast of lights. The eternal flame, may it glow in you. And the Holy One, may he know in you only love. May the light light of peace shine and never cease, and the glow of wisdom illumine you. May you never hate, though it's human too. May you know love. I love that song. So I wanted to share that with you. It's one of my favorites. It stuck with me all these years. But speaking, yes, thank you, Queensboro. So speaking of religion, I grew up in the Baptist church. I actually started singing in the choir, and I became the youth choir director, and then eventually the young adult choir director, and I had solos here and there. And so spirituality has always been a part of the Christmas holiday for me. So for my last number, I'm going to do a rendition of "Oh Holy Night." Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt his worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, all night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, all night divine, all night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for we are all brothers, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus ways, we let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Oh, praise his name forever. His power and glory, yeah, evermore proclaim. His power and glory, evermore proclaim. Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you, Susan.
That was so, I mean, I got a soulful Charl. I got a Jewish Charl. I
Yeah.
got
Got a blues,
I
Charles.
I mean, I don't even know what to
A
comment
smoky.
on. I got Smokey. Oh my God, I got Smokey doing holiday. Actually, I have to tell you the truth. That was kind of going to be one of my questions. I was
Ah,
going to say, could you do a little what would Smokey sound like doing what? But you
there you
did it
go.
for us. That was wonderful. We're getting so many wonderful comments, of
Oh,
course,
great.
and amazing, and thank you, and we love this, and so I'm so glad that you spent the evening putting us in the mood.
Me too.
And I'll tell you, you really transformed the whole day for me because you took me outside of my sort of little world and brought me outside. You really did. You brought
Good.
me outside, and it was beautiful. So thank you so
Good.
much. We've got some questions for you. You don't get
Okay.
off the hook. Now, I
All
know
right.
this is your second appearance on QPAC Live, but you don't get off the hook that easily. Do you remember a lot of holiday music being played at your home?
Oh yes, I mean I come from a very musical family, so and I was mainly the one playing the music to be honest, because I've loved music ever since I was a child. But my parents enjoy music. We watch all the holiday specials, and we always went to church, and there was always Christmas music playing there too. So yes, I and also in my high school choir, which was where I learned the Hanukkah song. We would go caroling, and we would sing in Nordstrom's. By the big
Right,
piano.
exactly.
Yeah, and we would go to people's houses. We did singing grams. So yeah, music, Christmas music has been a part of my life, and holiday music has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember.
You're gonna have to teach me that Hanukkah prayer because I mean
Yeah,
I know a lot of Hanukkah music, and a lot of it is geared toward children, but that was really a beautiful piece. You're gonna have to teach it to me.
I certainly will. I do love what the words say.
The beautiful.
Yeah.
Glenn says, Charl puts you in the holiday spirit more than a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Thanks, Glenn.
I have to admit, I'm a little obsessed with all those Hallmark movies. It's like 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And so that's now, can you, if you think back, what do you think the best gift you ever received was? If you had to pick one.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but my parents are watching, and I did get a car one year. When I was 16 for Christmas. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I always had rehearsal. My parents got tired of driving me back and forth to all the different rehearsals I had, and then and all the different I was in student government, all the activities. So I needed a car when I was still living at home with them. And plus,
Mhm.
I used it to go up to college at USC. Fight on if there's any Trojans watching. So
Mm.
one morning I woke up on Christmas and I had a car, and that I'll never forget.
Oh my God, what a wonderful,
Snoopy.
wonderful
I named him
feeling.
Snoopy. It was a white
Oh,
Toyota Corolla.
oh. So, I mean, of course, you've been in so many Broadway shows, and how do Broadway companies celebrate the holidays?
We have lots of antics. There's always food during the holiday season. You have to like stop yourself from eating all the food that people bring in because on a random Tuesday, anyone will bring in cookies or cakes and pies. So that's one way. There's also we do a secret Santa, like many office places do. So you pull someone's name if you participate, and then you buy. I think normally it's like a series of gifts. Like they get bigger and bigger and better until there's the big reveal day with the big gift exchange. So
Mm.
that's one way, and then there's always Broadway kids cutting up, slipping in ho 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 into like, on stage. You try and like, someone's the secret Santa or whatever. So the on stage antics are also lots of fun during the
But
holidays.
that's very interesting because I thought that I mean, if you did something that's sort of unexpected in front of a live audience, you would get in trouble for that. Is
You
that
would.
true?
I'm
You
not advocating for that. But what I will say is the thing is you have to be stealth enough to sneak it in so that not even the director or anyone who's watching would notice. See, that's the fun of it all. So
Ooh.
oftentimes when your back is turned is when you can like really try and make your castmates crack up over some silly things.
Oh,
And
that
that's
is
definitely how we get through the holiday schedule, because let me tell you, we end up doing like 18, 19 shows in a row with no day off. We don't get to go home and see our families. We're working on Christmas Day, so it's it's those little things that keep the morale up and keep us going through that period, which now I would give anything for, of course. but it's still a lot of hard work nonetheless.
It'll be back. It'll be back. Can you tell our viewers about Carols for a Cure?
Yeah, so every year the Broadway community gets together and collects money for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. And if you've been
Mm,
to a Broadway show during the holiday seasons, either in the spring or in the winter, you see the red buckets, and we collect cash and ask for
yeah.
donations to this wonderful charity, Broadway Cares, which is a charity that's close to my heart. Please give anything you can, whenever you can, to them. It's tax deductible. It's December, so if you want to go ahead and do that before the end of the month. But also, what they do is all the Broadway shows get together and record one holiday song, and they do an album every single year. And so the year that I've participated now in two of them, Sister Act, I believe, did one, and Motown the Musical did one. So when you're in the original casts, generally are the ones who do it, but I guess not always. Don't quote me on that. But I've only done it when I've been in an original cast, and so. We did a great song written on the Cures for a Cure Volume 13, which is you can find on YouTube and on iTunes. And the proceeds go to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. And ours is called Deck the Halls, It's Christmas, Please Come Home. And it's featuring myself singing as Smokey Robinson and Marva Hicks, the wonderful Marva Hicks, singing as Gladys Knight. But it's an original piece written and produced by Jason Michael Webb, who is an incredible arranger and music producer, and he was working on our show. So he's the one who put together that song, and it's great.
Thank you for that. Beverly has a question for you. What's going to make this holiday season really special for you? That's a great question.
I'm gonna have to try and figure out what's gonna make it extra special. I think, like I said, I'm from San Diego, California, and if you couldn't tell from the pictures, I'm not used to having a white Christmas.
Mhm.
So it'll be special to see maybe some snow on the ground, maybe even some snowfall on Christmas Day. That would be special if that happens. I very rarely, the only times that maybe has happened to me is the one or two times I've had to perform on Broadway on Christmas Day. But generally, I'm in the sunshine in San Diego with my family and friends, so that would make it extra
Are
special.
you going to be, I mean, because this year is so different, are you going to be doing any kind of Zoom celebrations with family?
Yes, I'm sure we will do a Zoom celebration for sure. My family's gonna miss me. My poor mother, who I know is watching, is beside herself that I'm not coming home
Mama
for Christmas. So
Brown.
I'm gonna have to Zoom with her and my extended family who's watching as well. They're not even celebrating. Normally, we would go over my uncle James and Aunt Trisha's house, and we would have a huge, as you saw from those pictures, I have a humongous family.
Okay.
So we obviously can't do our normal Christmas celebration this year because everyone's being safe. But I think that's a good idea. I think we might have to turn on the Zoom.
Christy says, Christy, I appreciate that. Christy says, we need a Susan and Charl duet. Well, Christy, unfortunately, I would listen. I would love nothing more. The problem is, unfortunately, with this particular medium, you can't have two
Right.
people singing at the same time in two different locations.
Yeah.
So that's the trick. But if I were with Charl, you could bet on that.
Yeah.
However, you never know if you come to our New Year's Day virtual-a-thon, you never know what could happen. You never know what you're going to see. Actually, what's very interesting, this medium has come so far so fast because we've had no other choice. There's actually now, believe it or not, a program, from what I understand, that will allow performers in different locations to perform together and have it stream. So we're gonna look into that, and we'll be the
maybe
first.
by next year. Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
be the first.
way before that, we'll be the first. We were really, I think, one of the first, if not the first, to go virtual, and we're going to be the first to make that happen too, because that's going to be really fun. So if you were being cast in one of the holiday musicals, like Holiday Inn or something like that, or A Christmas Carol, which one do you think you'd like to be in the most?
Okay, first of all, A Christmas Story is my favorite Christmas movie, which they did do a stage rendition of. So I think it might have to be that. But there's something about that Christmas Carol that I really just love. I don't know if it's the ghosts or what, or like his change of heart, or I don't know. But I would love to be in A Christmas Carol at some point someday.
It is magical. It's a great show. I know that
Yeah.
there are some companies streaming it now. I just want to give a shout out. We have Ted Lewis Levy is going next week. He wants us all to sing together next week. Well, we'll try to figure it out by then, but it may take a
Okay,
little
Ted.
longer. Listen, I don't know, folks. If you don't know Ted Lewis Levy, you ought to. He is one of the most brilliant triple threats I have ever known. We're going to get Ted. We're going to get Ted on this show. Thank you for showing up and hanging with us, Ted. We're going to get him on the show. He is the tribute that he does to Sammy Davis, and he's one of the most brilliant tap dancers. Been in a million Broadway shows, choreographed, bring in the noise, bring in the funk, and so many other things. So it's a great honor to have him with us today. I wanted to give him a shout out.
Ted.
So let me ask you, does the Doo-Wop Project sing any carols? I don't know if I remember a carol from the other night.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, let me just say this since you brought it up. The Doo-Wop Project is actually having a virtual Zoom watch party on December 22nd, 22, December 22. It's going to be, so what you do is you go to the Doo-Wop Project site, www.thedoowopproject.com. That's DOOWOP project.com, thedoowopproject.com. And on the Stellar site where we had our live virtual concert, we're going to do an on-demand. And so what's going to happen is you buy the ticket for the on-demand, and we're going to be live from our homes. So I'll be in this room, or probably in this room, and we're going to be Zooming with everyone who purchased the ticket. We're all going to press play at the same time and watch the concert together. I haven't watched it yet. I only performed it, but I haven't seen the whole thing in playback yet. So it'll be a lot of our first time seeing it all the way through for the first time. And people can ask us questions about behind the scenes and what it was like putting it together and all that kind of stuff. So that's on December 22nd. And that is, don't mark my words, I think there's so many times, I think it's at 8:00. Yes, 8:00 p.m. on December 22nd. Go to www.thedoowopproject.com. But, we sang, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by The Temptations, and This Christmas, and all sorts of good Christmas tunes that people love.
You said it was on December 22nd. You think 8:00, right?
8:00 p.m., December 22nd.
Okay, so listen, we've got your December 22nd all booked up. We've got Name That Tune with DJ Bucciarelli. It's the holiday edition. Then you're going to switch on over and you're going to watch a Doo-Wop Project. I'm telling you, it's just going to make you're going to actually stand up and dance. It's going to be just so much fun. So we're going to give you just a few more minutes to get your questions in. And of course, Charl, I'm going to put you on the spot because I always do.
Okay.
For those of you, again, we of course mentioned it a few times tonight, but for those of you who don't know, Charl did originate the role of Smokey Robinson on Broadway in Motown the Musical. And Charl, I mean, I know that we had you on doing a lot of Smokey stuff. And this is, of course, our holiday show. But for the folks that didn't catch you the last time around, can you do a Smokey song for us?
Yeah. Is it okay if I do it a cappella, or do you want me to try and pull up the whole kit and caboodle here?
Well, I mean, I can certainly talk for a minute or two. But if not, we'll take whatever you got.
Okay.
Folks, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me just do it a cappella. It's going to take me forever to get to this thing, but I got you. Okay.
Okay. So here we go. We're going to send it right back over to Charl.
Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Mistakes. I know I've made a few, but I'm only human. You've made mistakes too. I'm trying. Ooh, baby, baby. Woo, baby, baby. I'm just about at the end of my rope, but I can't stop trying. I can't give up hope. 'cause I need you here, and one day I'll hold you near. Whisper, I still love you, baby, until that day is here. I'm crying. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Ooh.
Oh, holy moly. Holy moly.
I don't know how many
That,
keys I just sang that in, but we got through it.
that falsetto. What is that? That is just so beautiful.
Thank you.
Night
Thank
after
you.
night, you had to sing up there in that fall. Let me,
Mhm.
when you sing for the doo-wop project,
Yeah.
what part do you sing?
You know, we flip around all except Dwayne, who generally just carries the bass line for us. The rest of us four, we sort of flip around. So sometimes I'm the highest, sometimes Russell's the highest. And that's my desire, which is one of our acapella songs. I'm actually the lowest in the four of us. So wherever our voices are going to be the most powerful. Is where we put. So we have the ability, which I got to show you a little bit tonight, is to go high and to go low. So we kind of utilize all of
Amazing.
that.
Does Sonny, your musical director, does he sort of say, Charl, I want you on this part for this
Yeah.
tour?
Yeah, at this point too, we have such a shorthand of working together. Now, having recorded 2 albums together and been touring for so long, we literally, whenever we like propose a new song to learn, we already know who's going to sing what part. And it's like generally like 100% we agree before we even start. We're like, so this will be Russell. This will be, generally it's like Russell will be the highest high, unless he's singing lean, then I'll be the highest, and then it goes on down from there.
Colleen is asking about the Christmas tree photo ornament.
About the Christmas tree photo ornament. Oh, do you mean from the picture collage, Colleen? Maybe.
Oh, I think that's what she means.
When
Yes.
I was that was me when I was missing a tooth one Christmas. My mom still puts that Christmas ornament and another one with two more with my picture on it on her Christmas tree every year. And so that's where it's from. It's from my parents' house. It's not on this tree, unfortunately.
And Charl, do you have what is your favorite holiday song to sing or carol? What is your favorite?
I love Oh Holy Night. That's why I have
Yeah.
to do it for you guys. It just,
Mhm.
I don't know. It really hits the spot. But I also love Silent Night too. I don't know why I like all the ballads.
Mhm.
Those
Well,
are, those are
who
the
doesn't like a ballad? I mean,
yeah. And then I love singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the Doo-Wop Project, that the Motown cover that we do. It's my favorite to sing when I'm singing with them.
Well, you sang one of my favorite holiday songs tonight this Christmas. I just love that.
Yes.
Puts me in a great mood.
Yeah.
The time has gone by so quickly, and we're so glad that you were able. Can
Wow.
you imagine?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I can stay and listen to you sing all night. That's no problem. And I suspect you probably have another costume change somewhere.
I'm glad you brought it up. My costume change. I worked long and hard on that.
It, oh my God, everybody was talking about it. They were like, "Did you see that costume
I
change?"
had to do it. Shout out to Dell, who was my dresser on Broadway, who will be watching this. I love you, Dell. I needed you here to help me with the costume change, but I did it myself, so she'll be proud of that.
Well, you did a terrific job. You timed it perfectly. Charl, we can't get enough of you. You're a wonderful person
Oh, thank
and a fabulous stage personality. And I take every opportunity to see you perform. And I can't wait for the time when I can sit in a theater and cheer you on from the front row. This
Same
has been
here.
this has been an exceptional evening. Oh boy, listen, this is a Ted Lewis Levy. You can't say no to Ted, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Ted Lewis Levy. I don't want to do this, but I'm showing you something.
Ted. Okay, how about this? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, classic golden days of yore. faithful friend who are dear to us. Next year we'll gather near to us once more. In a year we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star atop the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Hanukkah. And have a
We
happy
love you. Have a
2021.
wonderful, happy holiday. Folks, please don't forget, tomorrow's a big day. Gotta dance, drag out the holly. We've got Name That Tune, the holiday edition on Tuesday. Do join us for that. And then our New Year Day virtual-a-thon. You never know. You may see Charl pop in. Charl, thank you. We had a wonderful time with you tonight.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you for
Have a
having me once again. My
wonderful,
pleasure.
wonderful holiday.
You too.
Love to all.
Ah.
Bye.